doesn't she?
She does. Miss Kelly Lang, T.G. Shepherd, you're both here.
I think sassy matches the haircut.
So you look
It's kind of a
fantastic.
sassy look.
And you know, I just have to say, everybody knows you went through cancer and you are now a survivor, and you are fabulous. I'm so glad you're doing well.
I'm singing at Relay for Life May 12th out at Hendersonville.
Are
I'm
you?
doing a full-hour concert right before the candlelight luminary ceremony. So
Well, you
Good for you.
look
I'm
fantastic.
excited about that.
And this song you just did, and we just heard a little snippet of, is
Yeah.
going to be part of an album, as you said, available at Bass Pro Shops.
Yes, compilation CD has Vince Gill and George Jones, Lori Morgan, just to name a few.
Those have been very successful. You know, Cracker Barrel did a great job with theirs, too.
They did, and TG and I are on a Christmas compilation CD with Crystal Gale and Gene Watson and Lori Morgan again, and
Good.
I've been writing a lot. I have 3 cuts on that album.
That's so awesome. Well, you've been very busy as well.
I have 2 on there.
Well, for TV.
Oh, yeah,
He's
T.G.
like,
Shepherd.
oh, yeah, TG's here, too. You know, this is interesting. I'm flipping through, and I watched our news the other night, and I see you pop up, and I said, now, what is Miss Kelly Lang up to now? And I heard you say, I really want to do something for the victims of Sumner
Oh
County.
boy, you know, our immediate homes were not damaged. TG's home was not damaged, but we had a lot of friends that had a lot of damage, and we just had heartbreak. It felt like 9/11, you know, in Hendersonville and Gallatin and Goodlettsville too. And we just wanted to do something to help. And TG and I, he's done a lot of work on it as well. But we've got Lori Morgan, TG Shepherd, the Oak Ridge Boys, Gary Allen, Tommy Cash, Connie Smith, the Del McCory Band, Ricky Skaggs and the Whites. I'm probably leaving somebody out.
You were talking about Bobby Hamilton was stuff about too, right?
Bobby Hamilton's bringing his race car. Of course, you know, with what Bobby's been going through right now himself, is his own personal battle.
He's leaving treatment that day.
That day to come
and coming out and signing autographs
It's
for
just,
as long
it's
as
just
he
great
feels
for him
up
to come
it.
out and bring the car
Well,
and be part of it.
Unbelievable.
The way I look at this is this is not just a show, it's the community coming together, which I think is a far more important aspect of what's going on now.
Well, we hope to raise a lot of money. When we started putting the event together, and Kelly, of course, bless her heart, she's working day and night on this thing. We said, do you charge a ticket price? I didn't think we should do that. I thought it should be a donation would have been better.
Yeah.
So when we put this together, we thought we would make it a night of everyone coming together, a night of embracing each other, because there's a lot of tragedy out there right now. There's a lot of people that are on fixed income and low Social Security that you don't see on the news. You see the $1 million homes, but you don't see a lot of the smaller homes that were destroyed and people have nothing. So those are the people we have to really dig in.
And you got to start somewhere. You know,
you do.
and so it's just like one check is not going to fix everything up there.
No.
It's a long, drawn-out
It's
process.
bringing an awareness to it, and
Absolutely.
hopefully for many weeks after that, people will still give and help.
It's like a group hug for our
It
community.
really is. Well, and people want to do something. They see these images, and we have such devastating video that we show, and they call and say, what can I do? They really don't know how to help. So this is the way they can go make a donation.
Well, the United Way is sponsoring this, and Mike McClanahan at the United Way, the president there, he had a fund already set up for United Way Sumner County tornado victims relief fund. So we decided to go with them. They were already in place, and boy, has it taken off.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
We didn't know it was going to turn into Woodstock. When we called a few friends, and then they called a few
and
friends, and it just kept
Ralph
getting bigger.
Emery is hosting.
I know, that's why he
Ralph
said it was Woodstock. You got Ralph hosting
Ralph is like
Kathy Martindale.
Kathy Martindale and Ralph Emery
Wow,
are
very
hosting.
special
And a
gift.
very special guest.
I was going to say, Kelly, when you put together a show like this with all these stars and the purpose, you never know who it might attract at the last minute, and you do have some secrets, but you decided you're going to keep it
I
that way.
would give anything in the world to tell you guys. I mean, I am so excited. I've never met anybody as big as this person.
Really?
It's the biggest star I have ever met in my life, and I've met a lot of neat people
I know
in
you
my
have.
time.
But that star is going to be there.
Can you tell us, is it someone that just recently moved to the area?
Bigger than a bread box.
He's bigger than a bread box.
Okay.
Well, and it's a guy, and I just really am
Just so you
scared
don't,
to say anything.
just don't want to miss it.
I
Okay.
don't
You don't
want to
wanna
miss it. No, you don't.
Excellent. That's
All right.
all we're saying. That's a
I
nice
get to do a
tease.
duet with them. That's all I
Oh
can say.
my heavens. Okay, Monday night. It's the night of healing, everybody. 7 p.m., a concert not to be missed. of course, all of the
bring
money.
blankets.
Bring your
no
blankets.
chairs on the field.
Okay,
It was going to be
all
inside, but he moved it
It
outside.
is
Yeah.
Woodstock. You're right,
Yes, and in
TJ.
case of rain, we'll move it right inside the gym there at the high
Okay,
school.
All right.
that's perfect, everybody. For more information, UnitedWaySumner.org if you need more information on that. And, of course, monetary donations at the door. Or if you would just like to send a check, United Way of Sumner County Tornado Relief Fund. The address is on your screen, 103 Hazel Pass Court, Suite 5. That's Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37075.
I know both of you have worked hard on it. You're looking forward to a big night on Monday night. Thanks for doing it.
We
On
appreciate
behalf
it.
of everybody out there.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Music.
Both were
Always good to see you
fantastic.
two.
Good to see you, TG. 7:55. More Tennessee Mornings after this.
Construction in our area. Sumner County was one of the hardest hit communities. In an effort to raise money for the victims in that area, local celebrities and recording artists are joining forces to hold a free benefit concert. T.G. Shepard and Ralph Emery are the folks volunteering their service for this worthy cause, and we're delighted to have both of them joining us today to tell us more about it. T.G. and Ralph, it's good to see you both.
Good to see you, Harry.
Welcome. Now, were you affected by the tornado in any
You know,
way?
I was fortunate. There are so many people that were just devastated by it. But my home was spared along with a lot of other people. But I immediately heard that William Lee Golan had gotten hit really bad. So I went straight over to his house to try to help out, or anybody else that needed help. And Kelly's house was spared. Kelly Lang, who is helping. Matter of fact, she spearheaded the whole effort for the benefit concert.
Sure did,
Kelly had. We were both spared.
Yeah. Ralph, how did you get involved in this? Kelly
Kelly Lang called me, but I have a lot of kinfolks that live in Hendersonville. I have a son that has a farm over near Gallatin. I was talking last night with my granddaughter Stacy, who lives in Goodlettsville, and Stacy's a nurse out in at Vanderbilt, an all-night nurse, and she said that some large chunk of wood came through one of her windows, and 5 houses down from where she lives, every house was wiped out, just wiped off the map.
Wow.
She, being an overnight nurse, was asleep when it all started, and then her husband came in and said, hey, we need to find a place to hide. And she and the dog and her husband got into an oversized closet.
Right.
But they were very lucky. They just barely missed being wiped out.
Yeah, it was so much tragedy there.
Yeah, I think when you think of putting a benefit together and you think of the names that we have on the show, Ralph Emery was directly responsible for, I think, probably 90% of the people's careers on that stage that night.
Yeah.
So it was just natural for Kelly to call up Ralph and say, hey, Ralph, you know, come help us out. And, of course, Ralph never
is the man.
hesitated one
He's
second.
made more careers than anybody in this town. And
Everything
so,
I have, I owe to Ralph.
Yeah, a lot of people do
us
in this
that way.
town. So you're both very good to lend your efforts to this. Who can we expect on this show?
Well, it's a very large lineup. It's turned into Woodstock, country Woodstock. Really. It started off in the high school gym.
Yeah.
Kelly called me and said, honey, we got to do something. Of course, and Kelly and I have been together for a lot of years, a lady of my life. And she said, I got to do something. I'm so saddened. And I said, well, what are you going to do? She says, let's do a benefit concert.
Right.
So she called me. Then I called Dwayne Allen of the Oaks.
Right.
And then she called Lori Morgan, and Lori said, I'm on.
Right.
So everyone, without hesitation, said, we're on board. Then we called Ricky Skaggs. And then Ricky's people were able to get a hold to Dale McCrory band. And then somebody said, Gary Allen. Gary Allen said, yes, we'd love to do the show. He's been very gracious.
With the Whites?
Then we have the Whites,
Yeah.
along with Ricky Skaggs. We have Connie Smith, who will be doing a very special song that night in honor of the people that lost their lives and were hit.
And we've got and some special surprise guests that are going to be there.
Huge guest.
One huge guest that's going to be a part of the show.
I wish
as
we
well.
could talk about it, but we want it to be a surprise.
Right. Well, I wish we need to talk more time about this.
Tommy Cash?
Oh, Tommy Cash
Tommy
is on the
Cash
show.
going to be there. Great. Yeah.
Tommy's going to sing one with Kelly.
He's going to do a duet with Kelly.
Oh, that'll be
Sure
awesome.
is. Yeah.
That'll be awesome. Well, I know that the idea is that it's a free concert, but they want a donation at the door.
Yes,
People.
and in case of weather, if the weather's bad this evening, for any reason, which we hope it won't be, it'll be moved inside the gym.
Right.
We ask people to bring a blanket and sit on the football field because chairs aren't allowed because we don't want to mess up the high school football field. But be sure and come early and because
But I understand, TG, that there is seating on the perimeter.
yes, there will.
Nancy, well, the memories of this month's tornadoes are still fresh in all our minds. And while the victims are working to pick up the pieces, a huge amount of support has come from the community. Our first guest today is a country music superstar. She's anxious to help. So next Monday, she's going to be joining some old friends at a charity concert to benefit the people of Sumner County. Please welcome, of course, Kelly Lang. Also, Lori Morgan. So good to have both of you with us.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
Wow, and I know both of you all have lived for a very long time either in Hendersonville or Gallatin. So what was it that really stood out to you when you saw this? Was it immediate, we've got to help these people, when you saw the disaster?
It was for me. I just was in overwhelm. She was out of town, and Lori and I have been friends for years, and we write together and all, and we talk, generally every day, but she was in Phoenix, and I called her and I said, you are not going to believe this. I mean, it was just, I felt like it was 9/11 all over again. Goodness. And it was just, distraughtful, and so I called her, and she wanted to call her children, of course, right away.
Yeah,
and
make sure they're okay.
Then we think, okay, what can we do to fix this? What can we do to help do something? And you feel so insignificant as one person doing something, but when we gather around as a community and as a music family, I think it makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and Lori, I know it's called A Night of Healing. We've got some big names. You guys have rounded up a bunch of your friends.
We do, and Kelly came up with the title for the Night of Healing, because it really is, and it's our way to give something to the community and try and make it better for people out there. And if you haven't been able to go out there to see it, and of course the pictures we saw, y'all showing a little bit of the pictures, but it's so devastating. We drove around out there and did as much help as we could, but it really is devastating. I mean, you just can't believe it. It looks like a war zone.
Yeah. In fact, 700 homes are physically damaged.
Yeah. And we're really happy that a lot of the families are going to be at the concert on Monday night, and so that looks terrible there. Terrible.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the names too.
Yeah, we're really excited about the names. So we got Ricky Skaggs and the Whites, and of course Kelly and T.G. Shepard and
Del McCory Band.
Keep going.
Gary Allen.
Of course, yeah, the Oak Ridge Boys. You mentioned the Whites, Connie Smith, of course, Kelly Lang, Tommy Cash, Ralph Emery.
Ralph Emery.
You're going to have a hoot.
Well, when we were pulling up here, it was like we're getting ready to go do the Ralph Emery show. We were like, oh no, we're late.
Remember that from days ago, huh?
We both did that for years and years and years.
Well, about this event, it is free. There are no tickets. However, what are you asking folks to do?
Well, we hate to use the word free because, it's just kind of a tough thing to say, but we are accepting donations at the door in lieu of concert ticket prices. So that's
any
a
kind
politically,
of donation.
Yeah, any kind, whatever anybody can afford. We just want to make sure everybody's welcome to come and have a great night that night.
Look at some of these names. It's going to be awesome. And there have been some changes. I know originally they said it was going to be in the Hendersonville High School gymnasium in the gym, but that has changed unless there's rain. But right now we're hoping for good weather because now you guys are pulling it out to the football field.
It has gotten to be a huge deal. Way too huge. So weather permitting, of course, we're going to have it out at the football field, and we'll be handing out candles. This is Lori's great idea, to people who are directly hit by the tornado, to be able to light the candles while Connie Smith sings Amazing Grace at the beginning of the show.
Isn't that wonderful?
We have a very huge special guest coming too.
Yes.
Are you not revealing the name yet?
We can't.
She is flipping out about it.
It's bigger than life.
She's going to do something with the special guest.
Awesome. But you can't tell us who yet, huh? You have to go. You'll have to attend.
It's bigger than anybody I've ever met in my life. I tell you.
Oh, my goodness.
I tell you.
And folks, by the way, you're asking them, hey, it's okay to bring out, blankets or something?
Only blankets. We cannot have any lawn chairs because it's on the high school football field.
Right.
We're just trying to respect the field and make sure the turf is protected. So only blankets, please, only blankets. I don't want anybody to get upset with that. But if you have to bring chairs, we can sit them on the track. And we have a lot of seating up in the stadium as well.
Right. So. All right, we've got some information. Again, it's called A Night of Healing, the concert for tornado relief. It's going to be held next Monday at 7 p.m. on the Hendersonville High School football field. And for all the information and a link to the United Way website, you can go to the More at Midday section of our website. That's at WSMB.com, and there's a phone number for you to call as well, 826-2977. Thank you both so much, and I hope it's going to be a tremendous turnout.
Thank you.
There's lots and lots of money.